back to the episode. Last night, today we're back to checking out the settlement mercenary expedition update. As y'all can see, just last episode, we continued expanding some of the new buildings in our settlement. We got the wooden shop, we got the foundry, we even built our very first generator, which is going to be essential, critical, some might say, in the building of the next few buildings that we're going to be knocking out actually today in the form of the assembly and the workshop, both being whatchamacall, pretty much the types of buildings that actually will require electricity to be routed towards them, which is why we got this thing. We just got filled up with some gas and bada bing, bada boom. It's gonna be getting to work. But first, before we get to building up some of those expansions to our settlement, we've got a massive mercenary opening in store for y'all today. 50 mercenary contracts. We are doing everything that we possibly can to get you, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, every single mercenary that we can to show off, especially the very rare ones. So far, we only have access to Lemmy, Maverick, but ideally with these 50, we're gonna be popping open. We can get our hands on Officer Mercy, Rust, and even Godfrey, who looks literally like he's straight out of Frostborn or something like that. So without further ado, let's begin opening and let's go. We actually got Liberty, the golfer over here. What is her special ability? Switches the weapon, club comes forward, increasing armor by 5%, and Uzi, Liberty moves back, reducing her armor by 10%, attacks deal 105% of damage. So interesting, she actually has the ability to change the weapon she's using. Not really the craziest ability, not sure how big of a fan I am of that, but definitely something that I would still like to be able to show off. Now here's the thing, with so many that we're gonna be opening, we're also gonna be getting a ton of stripes for the various classes, which is gonna be awesome because that also means that we will be able to upgrade all of the characters that we have quite a little bit, and hopefully we can get every very rare if we can. Hey, that's not gonna stop me. We're gonna keep on opening more of these mercenary contracts as we continue getting more of the mercenary dog tags to go ahead and purchase more of these puppies. How many more can I purchase? Ooh, I can go ahead and get a few. All right, let's open up as many of these as we possibly can, you know, because I do have a decent amount of these dog tags actually saved up by the looks of it. But if we don't get anyone today, do not fret, do not worry, ladies and gentlemen, because we're gonna stop at nothing to go ahead and get some more. So make sure that you are subscribed with that notification bell to stay in the loop with all the future Last Honored videos coming your way, especially as we are continuing to cover this update and every single update that does come to the game, because there is, goes without saying, quite a lot to get to covering. And so far we are, what, about like 10 chests deep. We've got one new rare character, hopefully. Okay, we got the Tucky's contract. Now here's the thing, what does it mean when you get his contract? I'm not entirely sure what that does, because like we already had him unlocked. So what does getting this contract do for us? Will that allow us to somehow down the line be able to like enhance him and maybe unlock some of his next abilities? Because look, right there, we just got his contract yet again. I'm still trying to figure out exactly what that does. If y'all have found it out and I'm just being a dingus, please go ahead and let me know in that comment section down below, because that is definitely some information that I think everybody can definitely go ahead and make use of. But we are about, what, around now 20 deep. We've gotten 3 contracts, 2 of which are repeats, so only 1 new mercenary unlocked so far. By the time I get to the halfway point, I mean, listen, man, if I could just get like 1 very rare character unlocked today, that would be pretty awesome. Like I'd take 1, but I mean, worst case, we're gonna have a lot of stripes and a lot of levels to go ahead and spread to the mercenaries that we've got. As we are doing this, don't forget to go to the link to the top of the description. Thursday.tv/Starsnipe. We're live every single Friday, 6 p.m. Eastern time, playing Last on Earth, having a ball, having a blast, live streaming it with the face cam on and the live chat rolling, so I can literally see my face as we are playing the game, my reactions and all that jazz. Not to mention my face as I'm reading and interacting with the chat that y'all are literally the ones freaking typing into. So it's a great way to be able to get a bit of a different Last on Earth experience compared to the YouTube side of things, while also still being able to have a ton of fun. Not to mention, the next stream is slated to be a huge giveaway as well, because developers of Last Day on Earth sometimes actually let me do giveaways where they'll just like just directly send the prizes to the winners' boxes. And what they said word for word was that they're preparing a all caps huge giveaway. So I gotta imagine, bro, Tucker again, are you kidding me? I gotta imagine it's gonna be something to do with the newest update that we are in the midst of covering. So definitely something that you're gonna want to go ahead and keep your eyes and ears upon. Just as a heads up though, on December 16th, that Friday, there's gonna be no stream just because I am gonna be out of town. I'll see if I can maybe do like a makeup stream or rather like a different day during that week. But worst case, we will be back at it on the very next Friday. So just in case you don't see anything on December 16th, that is the reason why we'll be back at it shortly afterwards. Though, just want to make sure to clarify that. If you don't know what time that starts, your local time zone, twitch.tv/Starsnipe says schedule. We'll be able to go ahead and help you out and let you know what time that stream's gonna be starting in your local time zone, because time zones can definitely be a little bit on the confusing side. But once you figure out what time that it starts, that's the same time that it's starting every single week. So hopefully I see you, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls over there, because hey, y'all know me, man. We have always been having a lot of fun, and especially I love being able to get back to the most fan-freaking-tastic community around. Just this past week, we actually had a $25 gift card giveaway during the stream. We got this upcoming huge giveaway with a bunch of in-game items, presumably with like mercenaries and settlement stuff. And bro, no way. We actually, oh, I'm in shock. We actually only unlocked one new mercenary. That's actually kind of ridiculous. The odds on these things, oh, bruh. That's all that I've got to say. I can only formulate bros at this point. But you know what else I can do? I can definitely go ahead and, here we got Liberty, by the way, our new character, who does have this Daredevil ability, which does line up with the ability of Lemmy, but I don't really know how much I like Liberty. But I mean, hey, she's new, so yeah, I don't know. Maybe we go ahead and give her a go, and then we can have this Daredevil ability going. But in terms of actually spending some of our upgrade points, oh my God, we got 52 of these puppies. Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm just throwing a ton of them over here into our boy Lemmy. How many upgrade? What level is this gonna get you up to? Level 18. Love to see it. Let's go ahead and get you up to 19. And then what happens when Lemmy hits his maximum level? Do we get like the ability to like upgrade him in like a new way, or? Okay, so that's where the contracts come into play. That is where the contracts come into play. I've discovered it. But first we gotta get the barracks up to level 2, and then we will be able to use those contracts that we find to actually upgrade our mercenaries, and they'll unlock a new skill. He would get the offbeat, every 5th shot damages multiple targets on the attack line. It sounds pretty freaking dope. So leveling up Tucker might be a solid move because we have so many of his contracts. I mean, we do also have contracts for Connor. I don't know, we could kind of play that a little bit by ear. I think that's gonna be the best way of doing that. So I'm thinking for the next expedition we go on, I say we bring out Lemmy, Liberty. We can bring out our Jack of all trades here with the Die Hard ability, and then why don't we do, I mean, we can bring out Tucker on the back line, and then we should have enough to actually activate the Die Hard ability here, which will make our troops a little bit stronger. I kind of like that idea. I don't know. And then I think, you know, maybe I'll have Liberty be the one doing the looting, although, Jack of all trades, man, he is really, really good. Very, very lucky lad. But maybe if we go ahead and level up Liberty a little bit, Liberty will have a little bit of luck to her name. I don't know. I'll level her up with all of these kind of like extras that we had from upgrading our boy. And let's see what that brings her. A luck up to 11, so that's actually pretty decent. Yeah, I say we use Liberty as our luck person. Jack of all trades, bro. Oh, I'm bringing you to the max, baby. That's right, you are. You're definitely gonna be a, I don't know. Can I like overspend? No, that got you a good amount. All right, that got you up to level 13. And then what, 30? I think I needed to use 35 of these to max you out. Yeah, there you go. I mean, it stops you once you max out. So boom, level 20. 1600 health. This guy's gonna be crazy. So he's gonna be on the front lines. We're gonna have Liberty being a little bit lucky on the sides. I don't really want to use too many points on Liberty's ability there. 53 luck, that is ridiculous. I kind of want to see what would happen if we used him in the luck roll, actually. But you know what, we could try that down the line. Increase the rank. Again, we don't have the skill for that. But Tucker, my boy. Why don't we go and use some of the leftover contracts we have here to bring Tucker up as many levels as we can go ahead and do. Level 6, all right, make you a little bit stronger. I don't really want to use any of like the universal ones. I kind of want to save those since those are kind of like the rarest of them all. And then, I don't know, let's at least bring Liberty up to 2, 3, 4. Let's give her 5 levels. Bring her up to an even level 10. A little bit more luck, bring it up to 19. I kind of like that. It could be luckier, but I like it. I like it. So we got Liberty at 10, Jack of all trades at 20. We got Lemmy at 20. And Tucker, let's bring you up to 20 as well. Not 20, but 10. Boom, there you go. All right, we got our crew, we got our squad, and also, do we want to upgrade the zombie truck? I don't think so, because it is gonna take some resources that we're gonna need to build up like the foundry and some of the other things. We could, if we wanted to invest some of the billets, but I don't really want to invest the billets right now, so I'll let those go. We've got some more producing. Without further ado, we've got quite a motley crew. Oh, and do I have a little bit of daily loot? Oh, it refreshes in 20 hours. Never mind. We got a little bit more time. Let's assemble that squad. Auto squad, Rachel, get the heck out of here. Don't want you. Liberty, liberty, liberty. I would like you working over here as the specialist. Where are you? Where are you? Liberty, hello? Wrong trait. Oh, does she? Wait. Huh. Well, it appears I've made what some might call a tactical boo-boo. Not every trait can be the specialist. Only Rachel and Connor? I was not aware that one of these two have to do it, but I guess so. Well, all right, we want to see what Liberty's made of. Let's go ahead, let's bring her in. We'll see what she's made of. And then on the specialist side of things, let's go and bring in, and we can actually use that perk in action too. Let's go and bring in, who's luckier, Connor or Rachel? He's got 20 luck, Rachel's got 9 luck. I don't know if luck actually makes like the loot or anything better, but YOLO, let's do it. We have way more than enough gear score. I got a feeling we're gonna be doing pretty good in these expeditions here for the foreseeable future. Is that a hot take or is that a reasonable take? I think that's a reasonable take, but I don't know. And all right, let's see how things go. We're just gonna go ahead and mow over a few zombies over here really quickly. So yeah, that's strange. I had no idea that's how that worked. So I guess I should maybe rethink our mercenary strategy a little bit to always keep in mind that either Connor or Rachel have to be one of the ones working it. We are doing plenty of damage over here, so not even worried. Let's definitely go ahead and build up that turret. Let's have Rachel. I mean, we got Rachel on using her thing. Let's go ahead and plop that little wall down there, and yeah, man, these zombies ain't stand a chance. Now, what happens if we switch Rachel over to the melee? I mean, she starts doing some melee stuff. Let's go ahead and construct a new turret over there, and she starts doing like a little bit of melee damage, but I don't know, man. Rachel is not like the most impressive. I like that she matches up with Lemmy's skill to give us a little bit of a boost, but her ability, like, I don't know. I'm just not a fan of her ability. She just changes what weapon she's using. She doesn't necessarily like actually become better. So with that in mind, you're fired. No, she's not fired, but you can go take a rest at the barracks. Rachel, we're gonna go get someone else to help us. And you know what's the way I might honestly end up doing this is that we might actually get Rachel to help us on the back line because she does some pretty good damage. Let's go and, oh yeah, buddy. Let's get Rachel some levels. Let's use about 2,700 of these to bring you up to level 10, which is right where you gotta be. Let's go ahead and upgrade Connor a little bit too. Actually, I don't know. If he's just in the background, do we have to level him up? But Rachel. Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and blow this entire quick draw stripe load on you. All right, there you go. Let's go and bring you up a bunch of levels right there up to 15, and then let's use 2 of these to bring you up. It's an even 16. Don't want to spend more of those, but you know, for now, it will do. And okie dokie artichoke. With that in mind, I believe we should have our motley little crew assembled because Jack of all trades has that ability. So, we're actually gonna want to go ahead and level up Tucker a little bit more. Actually, we already did that. He's level 10. All right, we should be good. So we're gonna have 2 level 20s and 2 level 10s on the roster, I think. Unless I've miscalculated something, which I definitely could have. Oh, I did miscalculate. You know what? That's all right. We'll be fine because I just realized, I don't know. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna send in Connor here to be the specialist. And then, why don't we, Lemmy, my boy, I'm gonna let you chill for a little bit. I wanna see what Rachel's made of. And let's go ahead and bring in Tucker as well. And then let's bring in our Jack of all trades, because we now have 2 squad perks available. There's a 20% chance for abilities to cool down instantly. And all mercenaries increase the chance of a critical hit by 7.5%. which is pretty nifty. The quick draw ability is kind of like meh, so I don't know, man. We might actually keep Rachel around, retire Tucker, and bring in Lemmy, but for now, let's see what we can do with this motley crew of 4. Recommended gear score of 1,000, dude. How much more difficult is this gonna be? Because I feel like that gear score just jumped up like a ton, actually. We were just like, I feel like we were just around like that 700 range or something, but definitely feels like it just went up a little bit. Worst case though, we'll bring Lemmy in, we'll call in the cavalry, and we'll do all right. But I actually like this crew that we're assembling. Bringing in Rachel into the back line is gonna be pretty cool because her active ability does an area of effect damage. His ability's like kind of okay, I don't know, but the guy on the front lines, dude, Jack of all trades, such a fantastic tank. I think that we are gonna have a ball with him. All right, let's go and activate the arrows. Let's go and use your ability, and let's build up a wall while we're at it because that should, again, literally just distract from people. And that wall's gonna have a lot of health because it's a relative to how much health the Jack of all trades have. And we gave that guy a lot of health. we upgraded him to level 20 for a reason. Specifically, actually, one of the reasons I want to do that is because that would then make his ability very, very powerful, which is exactly what occurred. Let's go and use that. I may have had to wait until they were a little bit closer for that to actually work the way that I thought it was going to, but that's a-okay, buddy. That's a-okay. We're doing all right. We should be able to go ahead and activate her ability right now, throw on that distraction wall, and like y'all can see, we are barely putting in a dent into the health of our dudes here. So we're doing a-okay. We got the dead floater bloater dancing. He's break dancing. He's so excited about how we're doing, and even more loot coming our way. Now, I must say, I don't know. I think Mr. Winchester man in the background, I forget his name. I honestly barely know any of the mercenaries' names, dude. My goldfish memory brain is just not comprehending properly, but you know what? Winchester man, you're fired. All right, we gotta go and bring in Lemmy back into action, because that turret that he builds, ooh, dude, just increases our damage output by so much. And yeah, let's continue working our way up here a little bit, because we're gonna be getting some good loot along the way, man. And I think every time we like, what is this, like this little chest icon with like the timer mean? I think, does that mean that every 5 levels we go up, our daily loot gets better because of that timer associated with it? I think so. I actually think that's what happens. So every 5 levels you knock out, your daily loot actually keeps on getting better, which is pretty cool. All right, let's go ahead and go over here. Auto squad, Liberty, I don't like you. I'm sorry. Your ability is bad and you should feel bad. But who do we want here on the back lines? No. Rachel, get out of there. Get Connor into there. And let's get Rachel into the second line. And this right here is the crew to do. This is the crew to be beaten. I'm very happy with these motley members that we have assembled. Let's go ahead. Hopefully beat this. We got plenty of gear scores. I don't think it's gonna be an issue. Next thing we gotta think about doing though, maybe once I build up the next few buildings of the settlement, is actually upgrading the minivan and making that stronger. Because that'll also make, like, you know, our turrets stronger. I think it'll like overheat less often. Ton of things that'll just kind of make our quality of life a lot better, you know? So without further ado, we are hopping up into the hole. And as soon as he starts looting, there you go, we got some zombies to get to shooting. Let's go ahead and activate that turret. Let's activate that distraction wall. I feel like we want to activate that distraction wall like as soon as possible. Because, I don't know, if we do it as soon as possible, then like it stays up and it's not like losing health or anything, and then all the while, you know, his next ability is starting to regenerate. So I think trying to keep that thing, you know, just for the most part, some of these skills are just, I think, pretty easy to use, because you just want to use them as soon as possible so they start regenerating and stuff. Let's start using her ability though and hitting some of these failures right up in a straight line. Let's throw up another distraction wall, and y'all can see, barely even put a dent into the health of our back line. Bloody lovely. I tell you what, let's go on to the next one. Let's knock out a few more of these. We're gonna head back to base. We got a little bit of building to knock out. All right, we got the foundry already built. We got the wood shop. We still got to build the, I already forgot the name of the 2 new ones, but we got those 2 new buildings they want to go ahead and build as well. So let's see how this one goes. And we're just gonna slowly continue making progress through these expeditions, and then eventually we should be able to unlock the next location. Which hopefully, I don't know exactly what that's gonna encompass. If it's gonna like somehow, if there's gonna be like all of a sudden 2 waves of zombies or like multiple waves of zombies running up on us, we gotta worry about like bosses. Again, not sure what that's gonna encompass, but it's gonna be interesting to say the least. And there you go. Speaking of interesting, these zombies are having an interesting time. If by interesting, I actually mean full of death. That's interesting, right? Yeah, they do not stand a chance against us. Let's continue mowing down, trying to keep our overheating thing up in check. Throw down this new turret in just a jiffy. And I mean, even when they get to the jack of all trades, dude's got so much armor that like it barely even hurts, dude. He's actually, they're missing quite a few shots. He's doing, I don't know if those are the zombies' attacks on him or what, but he's doing a great job at avoiding that. And boom, we can now claim new items in the expedition's daily loot window. So with that, I think that's a pretty good point. We knocked out some expeditions, showed off our newly upgraded and newly acquired mercenaries. A little bit sad that it might be a while until we get all the mercenaries, because y'all saw the rate at which we were unlocking some of these dudes. It ain't something you can exactly speed run, but we're gonna do everything in our power to do it as fast as possible. But oh, look at Liberty, she's jumping. I also think every time you add a new mercenary, they also like actually join the settlement, and they kind of just like start roaming around, which is actually a really cool detail. Oh, she's golfing. That's what she's doing. Would you look at that? That's actually really freaking cool. Yeah, I think every time you hire a new mercenary, you know, they start wandering around the base. Cause like I haven't seen Rust around here, but I think once we get his contract, maybe he like appears and starts doing his thing or something. But okie dokie, we got some new buildings we gotta build. Let's get to building. First one, I say we throw, we're gonna have to bring like a mine or something and like clear this place out. Cause it is just filled with so much junk. But I don't want to like necessarily destroy all of it, 'cause it's like kind of like nice decorations. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna throw some foundations down. All right, I gotta get some wood planks and some bricks. All right, that should give us a solid little baseline to go ahead and work with. Let's start plopping down some of these foundations and getting the outline of our beautiful new building right over here. And I feel like this one we might want to make like a little bit bigger. Am I gonna be able to put one here? Beautiful. That is like right outside of the range of that tree. I'm gonna build around the tree a little bit. I don't know. I don't want to like, you know, necessarily kind of like demolish all this stuff, because I feel like, you know, it makes for some cool decorations to have some of these things lying around. So I don't necessarily want to like destroy all of them, but yeah, I don't know. And all right, I might want to put like one more of these down. And all right, I'm just gonna go ahead and throw the last floor down over there. Let's get the front door going over. Go back there, go to the door, plop that thing down right over there, and then back our way out. Let's get some windows down while we are at it. Definitely gonna want to get some windows by like the trees, because I feel like, I don't know, it'll make the view a little bit nicer or something like that. So we'll get one over there just staring at that. I don't know, we'll get a window out the back, and we'll get a window out here as well, just to make things a little, you know, a little bit more visible. And then we also want to get a back door just to be able to, you know, easy access some things. So yeah, a little front door, little back door. I think we're looking pretty good with that. I like having two doors throughout a lot of the buildings that I've been building. We just gotta get some iron ingots. And after the acquisition of some iron ingots, we can go ahead and start throwing. I did not mean to throw that thing down there. We will definitely have to fix that, or we can leave it there. It's decorative. It's I don't know, we'll put something cool in that corner or something. Maybe I don't want to demolish the wall. I don't know, we'll see. Go ahead and throw a few of these things down. Yo, and actually maybe get like one more window. I need a little bit more iron for that. Yeah, one more window out here in the front, and boom, a brand new vacant space that is going to become our assembly with the control desk. We just need about 10 more aluminum plates. Do I have those available to us in some of the loot that we have acquired over here? Or actually, I wonder now that we unlocked some new stuff within the daily loot, if we'll have something there. No aluminum plates here. All right, and after the quick acquisition of some aluminum plates, let's go. We don't want to do that quite yet. Let's get the assembly going. We want to get the control desk assembly. We will throw that, I don't know, what corner do I throw that in? Let's throw that into, I don't know, we'll throw it here for now. Boom! And we have just unlocked the assembly table. We just gotta get some iron billets and some pine beams for that. And then this, which is gonna require some light frames, which is made on the assembly table. So before we can even make the box with parts, we gotta get the assembly table down. Springs shouldn't be too bad. Pine beams and billets, we just gotta wait for some of those to process. And all right, with some of those nice and processed up, let's go over here and let's build. This might be the first one that actually requires power. Oh, I gotta get the springs. So we did just unlock the ability to like build generators and stuff. So this might be the first thing that actually requires power for one reason or another. So why don't we throw that? I don't know. I think that might be a decent looking corner. Yeah, let's go and see what that's all about, shall we? We'll run our way over here, and yellow assembly table. How you doing? How does this work? So we just got to throw in pine beams and screws, and we can start producing some light frames. We got plenty of screws. It's just gonna be a matter of getting even more pine beams now to get those going. But at the very least, we do have the basics for that built. Now for leveling it up, I know that we got to upgrade the walls to level 2 for a lot of these things. I'm guessing gonna be kind of the same case here. Yeah, we got to put that box with parts down, which we can, you know, we got to build the things from the assembly table. And again, we just got to upgrade that wall up to level 2. Still don't need power for this though, which is like kind of surprising. Maybe just once you get to like level 2 stuff, you got to start worrying about power. I don't entirely know. I don't know, maybe? All right, went ahead and processed some more of the pine beam, just sped it up a little bit, dropped some coinage. That's what we do, baby. All right, if I want to show off something for y'all absolutely ASAP, I will happily drop a little bit of coinage in game to make it happen. Drop these things in and we'll just automatically start producing. Okay, it does. So it's not like you need to electrify the assembly table or anything. It's just, no, so maybe once you get up to like building some like the like level 2 things, like maybe these. Yeah, look at that. That consumes electricity. Okay, so you will need to start once you get up to level 2. So again, next up, man, I mean, it's just gonna be, I feel like we gotta slowly work our way towards building up the box with parts, and then the wall, really. Getting the wall upgraded to level 2 is gonna actually unlock level 2 for like every building that we've built. But first, let's build the very last build. So I'm thinking we make this one, I mean, we're not gonna be able to, yeah, like that like intersects with that freaking rock, which is like really annoying actually. So what we are going to do instead is start building it out over here. Just make this a little bit of a longer contraption, I think, because yeah, we're not gonna be able to, I'll like mine these all away eventually also, so do keep that in mind. But for now, I guess we'll just start this building as being a very long boy. I suppose that's one way of looking at it. And then I'll probably go ahead and throw a door down here. Let's make sure that we got like a little window that way. Let's get a window over here. We definitely want a window out in the back looking at the tree. And then I'll try to get one more window built, fill it out with walls and doors from there. So door's gonna go right schmack-a-dab over there. We'll go ahead and get like a little back door access as well. While we're at it, we'll go ahead and get a window next to that door as well. It's usually a nice little place. I like to plop that down and then just fill this puppy out. I'm gonna need a little bit more iron, unfortunately. But once we throw that down, we just need, what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Another stack of wood, 2 stacks of iron should do the trick. And just a few more walls over here, and we will have a nice little boom. Yet another building, nice and ready to go. And now we just want to go to the workshop. We want to get the control desk workshop, and it's gonna take 8 pine. This is so expensive, man. The control desk needs 8 pine beams to build this thing, dude. Holy guacamole. Good news is that's never stopped me. Let's go ahead and just grab about 10 of those puppies. That should be more than enough to do the trick. And then let's go and build our control desk workshop. I'll throw it up in this corner for now. We just unlocked the montage table. Which is gonna be a little bit expensive. We need to do iron wire, either find that at the farm, which actually I do think I have a nice little stockpile of that to build whatever the montage table builds, and then those 8 light frames, which we can build over on this workbench over there. So our hands are gonna be a little bit full. I think I got those sheaves, because these things, you can only find those during expeditions. Everything else, though, we can build. Do I have some more sheaves up here, or do we need to go on some more expeditions to get this thing built? I feel like maybe I have like a few more. Hopefully, please. Yes, we have the sheaves. Oh, and plenty of wire while we're at it. Not even worried about that. Never mind. We're good. We're actually totally good on wire. And beautiful, we have everything we need. And surprisingly enough, this is a really small build. That is not that big at all. But we did go ahead and craft some of those light frames, which we call fast forward those a little bit up on the thingamajig in our one workshop. I don't know, I'm just gonna end up calling all of these workshops. They're just gonna all have different purposes, but let's go ahead and go out that doorway, go into here. This is just we just gotta build the stand. We got more than enough room, and then we just gotta, again, upgrade that wall to level 2. So we're gonna have to build the stand to get this thing ready to go. And then the montage table to build aluminum cables, which actually I am a very big fan of, because we need some more of these, and we got plenty of rubber hose, and I have plenty of aluminum wire at home. So this is perfect. I finally have a use for my stockpile of aluminum wire. Let's go ahead and make sure that that thing is nice and busy. And then what's it gonna take for us to build the kind of like final 2 things that we need for each of these rooms? The box with parts, a few more frames, a few more screws. I should be able to get that done. And then in the workshop, the stand, just a little bit of plastic. Actually, I think this is really possible. Let's do this. And so without further ado, let's make our way to the workshop. Let's build and throw down the stand over here. And we got all of our ducks in a nice little row. And if we go ahead and access this machine right over here, all that we need is the wall level 2 to unlock the next level for things. And just had to grab a few more billets out of our schmelter, and we should now also be able to craft up none other than, I totally clicked the wrong thing, the box with parts. Plop that thing right down. And just like the rest of our buildings, this building now has been future-proofed and is ready to get upgraded as soon as we hit level 2. So I'm just gonna go ahead, I don't know, try to space things out a little bit. I'll throw the tools. Actually, I don't know, man. The tools are actually a little bit of a cool decoration. Let's not like completely abandon those. I'll just have those, I don't know, right next to the workbench up in that corner. We got this thing up in there. And with that, every one of our buildings except for the warehouse is ready to go for the next level. For the warehouse, we're just gonna get 2 more pallets, some barrels, and some carts. I mean, while we're at it, man, if we're just upgrading everything, how possible would it be to get one of those things built? Well, actually, by the looks of it, we need a lot more iron billets. So I'm gonna go ahead and let those process. And honestly, next time when we return and build up and upgrade the wall to level 2, I think that's gonna be a perfect time to also go ahead and, I mean, we'll just go ahead and bring the warehouse up to level 2 as well. I mean, we could build some of these pallets. That's just gonna take some nails, but I mean, the cart and the barrels, a little bit more pricier in the fact that it's gonna incorporate some iron billets, man. Those things are just pricey, but then things will just continue to get more and more fun down the line. But with that said, with that done, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that's gonna start bringing an end to this episode of Last Day on Earth. Thank you guys a whole ton for watching, and I'll talk to you in the next one. See ya.